Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am so excited to have our next guest here in the studio. We all know how important it is to have a great smile, right? I use mine about 7,000 times a day because I live here in the Vail Valley and it makes me so happy. And I'm here with Dr. Dorothy from Streamside Dental. And okay, Dr. Dorothy, last week we got a chance to catch up a little bit and we were talking about foods that are not good for your teeth. First of all, I don't know about you guys, I've never even heard that foods were not necessarily good for your teeth. I mean, like, I've heard about, like, you know, corrosive things like soda and things like that maybe weren't the best. But food, I had no idea. But there's also things that you can eat that are actually good for your teeth, right?
Well, it just happens that the foods that are good for your teeth are the foods that are good for you anyway. Good for your heart, good to keep your brain healthy. So, well, for me, like, water is like king, queen.
Okay, okay.
It's the number one thing to keep your mouth healthy, your teeth healthy, is drinking water, staying away from the sodas and even fruit juices. And now they're starting to talk about with younger children, like we used to give juices in little bottles. Oh yeah. And they'd run around the house with that. Well, that causes what we call bottle mouth decay in young kids. So we don't recommend that. And now the pediatricians are recommending the fruit versus the juice. So that's pretty exciting for me as a dentist to hear that. So
really?
Water is king. Milk is, you know, healthy for you for the most part, but you don't want to be sipping it all day long because it does have sugar in it. Or with a young baby having a bottle, or even at breastfeeding, you don't want them to be falling asleep with this milk in their mouth because it does have sugar that can cause cavities.
Really?
But things like dairy is healthy for us overall. Dairy is healthy for your teeth too. Okay. And a good balanced diet, some meat, some protein in fish that has phosphorus in it that's good for your teeth. Fruits and vegetables, so fruits have some natural sugar in it, but they have fiber and so much water that dilutes it. Okay. And then there's also vegetables. So basically a well-rounded, healthy diet, staying away from carbohydrates. Another thing that people might not know causing cavities is that there's bacteria in your mouth that they eat the sugar, the carbohydrates, that causes an acid that causes cavities. And you're actually not born with that bacteria. Really? So it's passed on. I mean, it's a bacteria that's everywhere, and they're actually working on a vaccine, but they've been working on that vaccine for a while. So
a lot of vaccines, yeah. Okay.
So it's passed on, like when you have a child and you're tasting their food to make sure it's not too hot, and then you use that same spoon. Yeah. Then that child gets that bacteria. Oh my gosh. So one of the reasons we harp so much about brushing and flossing is to make the surface of your teeth smoother and break up the bacteria so it doesn't stick to your teeth, and just to get the bacteria threshold lower so you don't get cavities. I mean, so things,
you're blowing my mind right now. I really had no idea that just, you know, eating fruits and veggies and drinking a lot of water, that was good for your teeth too. Yeah. And keeping away those cavities. So. Okay, well, of course, I could talk to you all day about these things. I kind of nerd out about this stuff. But for people that are, you know, maybe they're like me and I need to make an appointment for my next cleaning. And so how do I do that?
So we just call our office, and then there's a number that I think you guys have. Yeah, we have different numbers. Sure. Yep, that they can call, and they can also go online and request an appointment. And then one of my staff members, is most likely will be Kristen or Adriana, will call them back or get in touch with them. Well, they'll be the ones answering the phone. Right. And they'll get them set up for an appointment.
Perfect. And also, we should mention really quickly that your location is absolutely beautiful and very relaxing. And where are you located?
I'm located in East Vail, so it's a little bit of a drive, but I have to say everybody that comes there says something about the view.
Yeah, because you get to look out over the river and really just kind of enjoy beautiful views. There, you can see it right there. You're next to nice, beautiful windows, and because we all know it can be a little bit, you know, anxiety provoking to go to the dentist, but not when it's Dr. Dorothy.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
So
I love our conversations, and I'm making my appointment to get my cleaning right after we go into the break. So right now we're going to take a quick break, and then coming up next, we'll check in with what's happening with your weather, more epic morning. We'll be wrapping up the show, and I'm going to go make my appointment with Dr. Dorothy right now.